How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going over how to unlock a free Ducks on the Pond pack that will consist of a base round, a rare round, or an elite round. You get this by collecting all 4 Player of the Month cards, and this was not always the case. As you can see, I have unlocked the 99 overall James Paxton, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that as well. So we'll go through a few of these moments. For the most part, these moments are pretty easy. A lot of these cards that you're going to be using are very good. How I was able to complete this as fast as possible was by completing the exchanges. I completed the Oriole and second baseman exchange for this Jonathan Schoop, and then now I'm just completing the missions or moments that go along with that. If you don't have the stubs or if you don't have the players to complete the exchanges, then I would recommend going into the Play vs CPU and trying to grind out those missions that can be completed offline, or I guess within Diamond Dynasty, just not against another online opponent. You'll have to take a look and see which ones are easiest to complete. This was the fastest way for me to complete it, and honestly, with the exchanges, they don't require that many players or any, that many exchange points. It's 35,000 per exchange, and I was able to do that with a few silver cards, a bunch of bronze cards that I had, and I will be completing examples of that in this video. So as you can see, we get the Jonathan Schoop card. This card's been pretty good. He's always had a great swing, but honestly, this card from MLB The Show 17 had a different swing. He had the really quick two-handed swing, very similar to Adalberto Mondesi or Barry Larkin or some of those guys. I think that that swing adjustment makes him not as good, but he still is a very good card. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get into Yasmani Grandal. This card is very good. This card has a very nice swing. The thing about him is he's really slow. So in order to get these extra base hits, we're going to hopefully rely on the home run. I'm just pressing X with some of these guys because they have a lot of power. I might actually power swing on veteran or all-star, but this seems to me like it's on rookie. I didn't even look at the difficulties for this because honestly, we're just waiting for pitches down the middle. We end up hitting 2 home runs in this one. We needed an extra base hit and 2 hits. Now we'll go ahead and get into another one, very similar type of mission, just requiring some total bases or some extra base hits. And really, you just want to hit home runs with this Grandal anyway. Here we end up hitting 2 in the same game, and it was actually the same type of mission. So knock those out. Now we'll get into another one against the Angels, just kind of going through these missions pretty quickly, just summarizing them, talking about what I did. I was mainly just looking for fastballs with these guys over the middle of the plate, especially playing on the lower difficulty. In that last game, I ended up going 4 for 4 with a double, a home run, 2 singles, had more than enough total bases in that last one. Here we hit a home run to finish off this, 2 extra bases. I actually hit a double off the wall, almost got thrown out at second because that dude only has like 7 speed. So here we're going to try and get strategic. I'm going to try and make some stubs off of a few of these players that I bought in advance. I wasn't going to invest, a ton of stubs into some of these guys because I didn't know who they were going to go with. There was a lot of choices for the Player of the Month cards. I'm glad and I'm happy with the players that they chose to select. But I'm trying to see, how many of these Yasmani Grandals can I exchange and then maybe sell one to try and make some stubs back. We should be able to get some free packs. We should be able to get a good amount of stubs back from this program anyway. So with that being said, we're going to try and go about this in a strategic way. We still had, plenty of bronze cards to use. I might have even been able to take away another Yasmani Grandal, but that was just an example there. Same type of thing here with Starling Marte. Bought a couple of these center fielders in advance. I thought we would get Ramon Laureano. I talked about him in my Player of the Month prediction video. I talked about a few guys that I would like to see, so I kind of prepared for some of those, but like I said, once again, I didn't really invest a bunch of stubs into this. I don't think that is worth it. I don't think that the risk to reward is worth it. Sure, I could have made, a couple 100,000 stubs if I invested all my stubs into it, but then I also could have lost those stubs. Same type of thing with the Stage 3 Team Affinities. They could have went with Ball and Bundle instead of a Ducks on the Pond pack for that collection. That would affect the market as such. So with all that being said, I think that I made the right choice here. I think that we're able to complete these exchanges. We're able to get this 99 overall James Paxton. And once again, here we go. We're trying to be strategic, trying to use all these players. We have more than enough. And we'll just go ahead and finish off with Brandon Marsh there. So I just wanted to provide this. I know that this is kind of a different video. We don't really have, online gameplay in this one, but this is just mainly to let you guys know that there is a free Ducks on the Pond pack, as well as how to complete these moments. Here, a couple of these at-bats with Ramon Laureano. I did power swing to try and hit these home runs. A few of these missions, you need, extra base hits in all of them. We're going with the power swing a few times just to try and get this no doubter, try and swing early enough. It's on a low enough difficulty where it's not going to punish you for doing so. We actually complete the 3-game mission or moment in 1 game there. 4 hits, 2 extra base hits, including 2 homers. We'll go ahead and get into this next one against Tawan Walker, pitcher for the Diamondbacks. I used to like watching this guy play. He also pitched for the Mariners. Now he's back with them. Anyway, hit a home run off him. We need 2 more hits in that last one. Or I guess in this one right here. We're 2 for 2. Already 1 homer. And now we're going deep once again. That was just a regular X swing. The PCI was much larger, and we were able to finish off that moment. So pretty solid all around. These moments didn't really take me too long. About an hour, maybe a little less. I was also kind of recording these videos, checking out some streams on Twitch, trying to prepare my stream for a little bit later. I'm hoping to go live. I was checking my emails for my teaching job. I'm doing a bunch of things all at the same time. Trying to grind out this Paxton, trying to get some of this content today. I'm not sure if I want to pick up Brendan McKay and try him out today, but we did get that other lefty as well. Looks like a pretty good bat. Here we unlocked Ramon Laureano. As you can see from the previous part, we did get Grandal. And I don't know if I'd ever use these cards on my ranked seasons team. They might be pretty good, but I just like to use some of the legends and better overall players that I have already. But for an event or something like that, I'm curious to see if we are going to get a Player of the Month event. That would be cool if, they might combine other players in there as well. But now that we have a good variety, we got a bunch of these guys, or I guess sub-bosses to the Lightning player, we can really build a pretty decent team with just these Player of the Month rewards. So if you're looking for a no money spent, couple budget players, these Player of the Month cards are nice. The rest of them can be usable on your team as well. And, if you just got the game, this is the perfect way to start off grinding out the game. You don't really need a lot of stubs. You don't really need a lot of stuff in general. You can get all these things completed without doing the exchanges, without spending the stubs or the players. But I just wanted to provide, a couple of tips and just the entire progress of this program, I would say. This James Paxton is looking very good. I haven't taken a look at what you need to grind in order to unlock the Prestige card, but I've heard that it's not that many innings in comparison to some other players. I'm not really sure. It seems like the Player of the Month cards are easier to Prestige. You don't need to grind as many stats because it's mainly focusing on 1 month rather than a player's entire season or their best year or their MVP year or, just a lot of stats in general like we see for some of the collection Prestige players. Craig Biggio, Mickey Mantle, Gary Sheffield, certain guys like that. But here we're going to go ahead and unlock this pack. I wanted to show you guys this example at the beginning of the video, but we will have, a few other packs to open as well as we unlocked a few regular show packs by completing this James Paxton card. I have 12 of them. I'm not sure if I had, a couple of these other packs unlocked already. I was kind of just stashing away a few of them maybe, but anyway, we have 12 of these, and then, of course, the free pack. There's a DJ LeMahieu. That's a solid gold to get. I did exchange a couple of them. I bought a few of them for like under 2,000 stubs. It looks like they probably doubled in price by now. But at the same time, that's not going to last long, so I'll have to sell those. Never get a universal icon. Those gold ones are always nice. They go, for about 500 stubs. Just quick sell them. These things, same thing. Just always quick sell those. Don't need those sponsorships. I don't really play franchise. I don't need the icons that are gold. I just use, the generic stuff in the game. I got a World Series banner and a Future Stars, I guess, nameplate or something like that. I don't really know. I just usually use the default ones anyway. I just like to sell those things for the stubs and buy actual players that I can play with. Anyway, only a couple more packs. No diamonds yet in here. I did recently pull a Matt Chapman, though, out of a Ballin' is a Habit pack. I didn't include that in the video or anything. I figured I would just talk about it. It's like a 6K pull. I'd rather include, oh, here's a diamond. I'd rather include something different. Here we got a nameplate. There's a diamond nameplate for 1,000. Thought about selling it right there, but I might be able to get a few hundred stubs more on the market if somebody buys it. I don't really know what it's going for, but we did get the base round once again. I've only pulled the rare round once Actually, twice out of these Ducks in the Pond packs. I've only purchased a few of them and just grind out a few of these free ones as well. But I'm going with El Duque. He's a prime card. I want to try and pick up Aroldis Chapman because he's 50K or 60K lower from what I sold him at. But that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you're able to grind out the James Paxton card, use him, and do well with him. Peace out, everybody.